Hi Aquarius, how are you? I wanted to check in with you guys to do a detailed read for you guys, okay? I try to do those. I do the single then troubled in love, but then I also try and do a detailed one for you guys every so often. So everything's pre-shuffled, okay? I just wanted to do that. I'm going to pull each lane and then I'm going to go over it. For the sake of time, I pulled the leaders. And I just, whenever you find this, it's timeless. That said, check your other placements if this doesn't resonate for you. And if you're in, real need for a reading, check other readers. You should know when this is your reading. I gotta say, like, I see a lot of beautiful things, but also some frustration just in your leaders. It's a very frustrating time astrologically speaking. You guys have had just a lot going on. I'm going to take the time to look at the charts. I just printed the chart for November 8th. It is like a continuation almost of the eclipse cycle, okay, at the exact time of the full moon on November 8th. There is a if you were born on the eastern seaboard, your rising sign would be Scorpio as to each, on both of those lunar cycles. And it's definitely tense, especially for those of you that have Leo placements. Okay, I'm going to say it might be a little more intense for you guys. Okay, I just want you to be aware. It would create like a grand square in the sky, or a grand cross, however you prefer to, which creates a lot of tension between multiple areas of your life, So anyways, I will be doing a specialty read, prior to the full moon on the 8th, okay? Not to say that, some are amazingly good, some grand crosses are awesome. I'm not going to say they're easy, but sometimes they're awesome, whether they're in your own chart or whatever. Sometimes those challenges lead to big success, and there's a lot of positivity in the sky. So needless to say, I am uploading the specialty eclipse reading, and it's been uploading, like, I tried to upload it last night and it's been uploading all day, and failed last night, and I'm doing it again. I don't know what's going on. I'm very frustrated because it was ready to be posted last night. It will be in an all signs, okay? And as soon as it's posted, I'll get back on to separate everything out so that you guys can stream through for anybody you're cross-watching for, or to your sun, moon, rising, or stellums easily. I usually do that after it's posted, okay? I'm doing some extended Lenormands for my leaders today as well. There's something here in the past. It could be in the recent past, or this could be happening. Hold on a second. I just want to cut this while I'm focused on this last before I start to speak. Saturn is finally moving forward, okay? It's your ancient Hellenistic ruler. It doesn't move fast, okay? There is a warning down here on my aisle that I use for spirit and self. So, and it's like it already popped after some of these others. I'm going to take a look, okay? I don't interpret these ones till the end on the bottoms. Okay. I don't know if some of you feel like you're battling the devil, or some of you may be feeling that way. Something that you're clinging to very tightly here. A victory on something. Timing. Maybe a fire sign involved, but you guys may have fire in your chart as well. Let's take a look. This is This is going to be a big one, right? And it's kind of like this. It's been like this for a lot of my signs. Just, you know, it's just kind of one of those times. On this first aisle, it's like something happened in haste, you know, that was, I don't know if you left something that used to make you feel stable. For some of you, it could be like, and you know, you walked away, and there's some feelings of abandonment on your part or disappointment on somebody else's part here, okay? And, you know, for some of you, it could be in your career, right? A transition or a change of some sort, okay? It does look like it is, you know, the walk away and whatever happened is done, but it may have come fast, like this destabilization, okay? For whatever reason, I'm not sure how long ago it was, but for whatever reason, it seems to be on your mind. It may have to do with training of some sort that you're doing now, or something of this sort that I'm getting, okay? But I feel as if there was like a new start for it that you were very excited about, some new beginning, you know, and it got kind of buried. Either you left somebody out in the cold or somebody else did, and now you could be feeling like a pinch financially of some sort as well, and that could be why it's like cross-relating, but it's just the vibes that I'm getting here, okay? Up at the top, we have, just to call off these leaders for you, we have the anchor, the coffin, the stork, the island, and then the lily. So it's like, I don't want to say all's well that ends well here, but there is something that does end well. However, it comes after being fraught with some pain. I mean, it comes fraught with some pain, okay? And there is some sense of either travel or feelings of being estranged or isolated or away or lonely that are popping up. Now, I love the way it ends because you're ending with this King of Cups here under the lily, and that is very, very positive energy. I just want to like, and there's something here, you know, that this feeling that it's popping up here, okay? It's got a lot of frustrations with it. And, you know, I mean, the drudgery of Saturn as the task maker through your sign, even though, you know, you work very well with it, it's not like, you know, everything's, you know, hearts and rainbows when Saturn goes through. It's just not. It's just a lot of tasks, a lot of duties, a lot of like, gotta, you know, keep up with this, that, and the other thing, or, you know, and some drudgery. However, there is like right now a grand trine between Saturn and Mars and Mercury. So I feel as if there is some coming out of that, and I see that in this second aisle. However, it's still like, and this is why I'm thinking that this is like something from the past that's like running through your mind about where you're at now. That's about communication, okay, and goals, all right? I don't know, some of you may have some sort of get-together where you're running into people that you knew from the past, ghosts from the past, things of this sort, but it does look like there is some sort of happy occurrence or a thing that's like stabilizing up in the next upcoming month here for you. It may be an event, all right? There is like a lot of, for whatever reason, that this event causes you to go into some sort of cycle of you know, searching, deep searching, okay? You're popping here, it may literally be a wedding or something, where you run into somebody or have a lot of travel or communication for some event, and you run into old ghosts or people that are not with you anymore on your mind because of this event, okay? Hang on a second. Because I have the Three of Cups with the Hermit and the Eight of Wands followed by the Page of Pentacles, and then the Sun. And the Sun is like the ultimate happiness in the deck. So for me to see these in succession, especially under these aisles the way I do them, I see it as a very positive energy. okay? Some of you, hold on, I just want to see something. What is this? This is on this Hermit. I pulled some clarifiers and I got the Queen of Wands, the Tower, and the Hierophant. Now, the Tower and the Hierophant could indicate that you're working with somebody with some, or you know, Scorpio or Taurus in their chart, but it also happens to be like first, seventh house access points that are very, very highlighted at this time in the present. Okay, and I am on your second lane because of the solar eclipse, and will also be highlighted again at the time of the full moon on November 8th, okay? I do see celebration here, okay? It might be that you get some sort of higher rank, okay? Or you're waiting on, you know, it's here with the Queen of Wands. You may be involved with someone, you know, with fire in their chart as well. You know, we also have Virgo here, but this is, hold on a second. I want something on here. This is something pretty big. What is this? You know, good news coming and a lot of joy. Okay. For any of you watching the Ukraine, I've like taken a look at some of the leaders' charts, which I don't usually like to do, but I've done it the past few months because it's been so crazy. But Zelensky is a Aquarius with a Gemini rising. But on this very good chart, on this ghost here, I have like, you know, it's because I go from mimicry to ghost to trickery to warning, and warning's on my spirit aisle. So like, what the hell is going on? You know, I do have like some doubt, okay, over here that, and I feel like, you know, I feel like there is some sort of, hold on a second, old wounds that are coming up at this time in regards to some things that you're going through, okay? And it's funny about this, you know, present deal here. Yeah. Again, I'm getting some on this three of Cups. I have the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So again, I feel like this may be something that you have to travel for, this celebration. Okay, you may actually be traveling to see somebody that has some earth in their chart. If so, that would be a more mature figure, a very nurturing person. You know, but this could also be you stepping into this vibe. But there's also some sort of feeling of wanting to compete for something, okay, or train for something, all right? And I am getting like some training vibes because of the way some of these cards are, okay? With this Hermit, that you're going into deep reflection over, you know, it's like there could be something that you get, hold on a second. Something that you get that is a, something that you get or have to go to that is leaving you just feeling a little bit off or defensive from ghosts of the past, like, you know, burdens that you used to have to carry in regards to something. It just seems to be on your mind in this present, okay? I do see you coming to a very big culmination here in the present energy, all right? This could hit, you know, anytime between now and in November. And I feel like you're going to either be communicating or traveling to meet up with somebody or to attend something. Like, it just keeps showing up, okay? I see it like coming in pretty fast. It could be some sort of job offer or some sort of event here that leaves you kind of blows your mind in regards to how things have to change, okay? You may have to communicate about the changes that you want, okay, as well. And I see a lot of communication or movement on that front, okay? And it's from a very mature spot, okay? I'm showing a King of Cups here. I have a King of Cups on the first aisle. So what you got going on? Like, I mean, some of you may be dealing with some sisters, okay? Especially a fire and earth sign. Others of you may be dealing with like an additional commitment in the future, you know, or contemplating one. And I also see this as a kind of, you know, I don't know if you speak or you have to travel, but there is some sort of internal calling that you have here that you feel very, very emotional about, okay? Because we end with a King of Cups here. I now have a King of Cups here again. And I'm feeling as if, hang on. I'm feeling as if some of you may be having a baby or want to plan a pregnancy for some reason. And if not, then it could be something just very, very brand new that you're planning with somebody. And some of this could be family members, okay? And you know, there are indications here that it might deal with a promotion or something like that. If it is, it would be pretty high up. But there might be this feeling like about it that not everybody wins, or it's like a, I don't want to say Pyrrhic victory, but sort of. And there is like a lesson here about that you needing to just understand that like things have to evolve. Nothing can grow in your life until you are okay moving away from whatever you have to let go of, okay? Because I do have a Tower here, all right? You know, for some of you, that could be, you know, your attachment to old ideas of things in one way or another, okay? But it seems to be, to me, very related to family in one sense or another, or to some sort of commitment of yours, okay? And I feel like the there could be like a misunderstanding, okay? Like something gets mixed up here at this event, okay? That light is shed on, you know, and it could deal with some messed up behavior, okay, of some sense or another, okay? And I do have trickery on the very next aisle, and I'm just seeing some things here that like you're moving away from like a period of rest, you know, and a period of thinking about the ways that you've tied yourself up, and into a period of doing something about them, okay? You know, it's like something very freeing that you're moving towards very, very quickly, all right? In regards to this, and there's a lot of emotion behind it, deep, mature emotion, okay? But also the realization that things, you know, need to change or evolve, okay? All right, and I'm gonna go back up here in a minute, but I want to go to this because the very next thing I have is like there may be something that comes to light for some of you. I hate getting into this stuff, but I mean, I gotta call it like I see it here. There may be something that comes to light to you guys within the family, your outer family, or your own marriage that bothers you, you know, regarding some trickery, because, you know, or some end of a situation. Now, if you were triggering someone else, you know, that might be the end of that situation for you, okay? But I am feeling like big completions, either through marriage or movement, or letting go of a part of your idea of what a happy family was in your own thing, okay? hang on a second. I don't want to say, hold on a second. What are you being haunted by? Was it a decision? Yeah, no, like some of you, very possibly are going through something like a divorce or something like this. I mean, I just, you know, and if you are, something, you know, may end because of some trickery that you found out about, okay? I am getting multiple signs for some sort of deception or trickery on this third aisle here, all right? And some heartbreak, but some intuition and some completions. I feel like there's some sort of intuitive guidance that you have to have in leading that may leave you feeling a little bit heartbroken, okay, and a little bit abandoned. Okay, but I see you getting through it and closing out a cycle with it. Okay, I feel like there are like severe fears of being alone here that are coming up for you and whatever you're thinking about doing. But I think that you've gone into some sort of introspection place in regards to this up here previously, either now or previously, okay? About leaving something for some of you, okay? For some of you, again, I'm going to say if this isn't playing out in your own marriage, it could be playing out in regards to a sibling that you have, okay? And, you know, more extended family unit issues here that are quite disturbing for you that come up, all right? And that may cause some heartbreak, all right? And feelings of being abandoned or betrayal that you're processing in order to be able to walk away and move forward and start a new cycle. It does appear that you're very focused in that cycle on your intuition and believing that, you know, there's something here that maybe some of you guys feel like you got what you deserved. And I want you to be careful of that if that's you and something didn't work out, because I don't want you take it, you know, obviously like process if you, you know, were at fault in something and grow from it. But I don't want it to hamper you in what you think you deserve or what you think you want to go after next. Something of this sort here. Okay, and it might be that you guys have to leave someone else out in the cold that was not fair or did something tricky in the family or that you trusted. Okay, I'm getting a lot of trust here and then a backstab. Okay, and I'm not sure if it's between you and another person or you and or something else going on in the family here that you that comes about. Okay, I feel as if you are some of you. Hold on. Now, any of you that like, hold on a second. Any of you that do walk away from something, it's like you do walk away to find more happiness and to restart in some manner or another here. But I am getting vibes here that it was pretty difficult, okay? I want to check into this warning real quick before I go back, and then I want to check my elemental lanes and talk a little bit more on this, because this is a lot. Aqua, you just gave me a lot here, okay? There's a lot of Five of Swords here as well. That's a lot of change. Hold on. Hang on, I want to pull on this before I... there's a lot of trauma here, okay? And like this warnings down here go with kind of what I was saying, that I don't want something that you did or you feel guilty about to so affect you that, you know, you make choices to stick with something you don't, where you're not happy, or punish yourself in future choices because of mistakes of the past. Okay? And I'm getting that on this spirit aisle too, and that is part of the warning. Is like, I don't know if you're in this now or you're dealing with something with family that's some, I don't want to say fuckery, but some fuckery. And the warning down here is in regards to your own like self-belief, okay, and how that could be crippling you, okay? And there is something about like, you know, again, I am getting strong feelings of like a bully vibe. I'm not sure if it was you or if it was somebody else, but it's popped up like several times, and, you know, in connection with a father figure. Some of you may have had a father figure that passed that used to bully you, you know, and some of you may be facing someone in your environment that is bullying you, likes to win at all costs or something like this. But I am getting ties that this goes back to something or someone that you feel like you should make things work with. And I'm getting also a lot of sadness here, okay? And there could be a warning about, you know, your own sadness here as well, and how to step back from trauma. All right, if any of you are like dealing with a lot of trauma, I'm just getting like a lot of loss and trauma here going on that may be, you know, affecting what you think you are worth in other personal relationships or in other areas of your life, okay? Which is very, you know, I don't want to say it's very like unlike an aqua, like that can happen to any of us, you know, but this is very particular. This is very particular, and it does, you know, indicate that some of you are looking to get out of a situation. That it's time to get out of a situation before it kills you on the inside. I don't know if it's at work. I don't know if it's with your family. I don't want to like get, sorry about that. My card got full. Anyways, I don't want to, you know, go down like a den where I'm not, you know, catering to all of you guys, which I try and do in my readings, as much as possible. But the aquas that are popping up here today, there is a lot of trauma, and there's a warning here about that trauma leading you to make choices that you're not happy with, or stay in situations too long that you're not happy with, okay, on something, okay? On this, like, and I feel like some of it might be guilt, like, that's coming up, like, oh, I gotta stay in this because I can't have another failed this, that, or the other thing. And so what I see is like some masking that is causing you pain on the inside, okay? I am showing, like, for some of you, you may have some secret crush. I'm not sure if it's related to someone that you're still thinking about or someone that you even know about. But I am showing that, like, there's something here like messaging you with a warning, okay, about you not being able to change the past, okay, and to not live in the mistakes of the past, okay. I am showing that, like, it's possible that there is, for some of you, like some soul connection, okay, that you're being held back from or not going towards because of your clinging to some sort of sadness, okay? Now, I'm not saying, you know, don't you know, work on yourself or do mirror work or inner healing or inner child work or anything like that, absolutely do those things. You know, especially if you have this inkling that you're unhappy about something and you just need to shut up and put up. Okay? Because there's a definitive warning here in regards to that. And it could lead to you sabotaging, you know, things that you could have because of limiting your beliefs about what you deserve, what's possible, something of this sort, or what you should be forced to put up with. Okay. I am showing some sort of sadness in regards to a family situation, and investments in time put into a family situation. This could have to do with somebody that was a Pisces, does not have to, but there is some strong intuition coming in on this scenario. But I am also showing like some beginning here, and some regret in regards to something. All right. And it, but that regret's not just like, oh, regret, what do I do about it? Like there's two messages that are ringing loud and true here. And one of them has to do with a lot of trauma and pain from the past. And the other one has to do with how that's limiting what you're going after or what you're in now that's bothering you. Because there's something bothering you. The aquas that are showing up here today. Okay, I want some advice for my aqua. I am showing a big well of emotions, a big well of emotions with this King of Cups. All right, I am showing that it's possible that some of you had 2 marriages, or picked someone over somebody else or something like this. Okay. There is some sort of ending here, and it's like you are being haunted by some old ghosts, okay? And I think the biggest message here today is to not let those ghosts hamper what you do. If you feel like you're living in a place of drudgery, because whatever this is, you recognize it, but there's just something going on here where you feel like you can't move, or you feel restricted, and you are facing like some adversities and some hard truths about some things, but there there is something, to say about walking away from things you don't need to battle with, that are not part of your higher self. Okay? And also not like forcing yourself to be punished. I mean, some of you, may have like some funeral or something that you have to go to. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. For some of you, it may not be like that kind of event. It may be like a funeral, or something of this sort, or you're thinking about somebody that passed away. Hang on. Show you like clinging on to this shit for dear life. Hold on. There's some sort of transformation here that you guys are going through, that you're being called on to do. Okay, some of you may have had to have some sort of surgery or health thing that's been a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I do, you know, that is, you know, a definitive possibility that you're resting and recovering from something to do with that, or need to, you know. And for others of you, I feel as if there could have been a loss that you feel like, you know, that you can't really fully express, you know, and I feel like it's rather big. You know, if it's not work, it's like family, father, marriage shit. You know, and I don't know if you've been like in a period of waiting to, you know, fully process it, you know, this healing, or if you're actually going through a healing of your own. You know, for some of you, you could, but the loss is very emotional. This like transformation that you have to go through is very emotional, and you may need to rest some, you know, as if you're not sleeping well, or drop excess baggage, you know. Be careful with your body, like your back and things like this, okay? Some of you literally could be engaging in like some, I mean, if, you know, back-breaking work, you know, that requires some sort of rest and treatment in regards to, you know, and for others of you, it could just be like some transition that is just causing you pain. But the loss of this person is different than it's like this person's not here to show off to anymore. Okay, this is like the message that I'm getting is like, this person is not here to judge you and your choices anymore. This person would not want you to live your life according to what you think would have made them happy. Because I get this feeling that whoever this person was, that you tried to make them very happy, whether it was a parent or a lover or what. But that wasn't about you. You know, there's something here where there's like a mimicking here going on, okay? And it can lead to some self-sabotage, okay, on your part about your choices, because you think that this person would be disappointed if you do this, that, or the other thing. And I'm actually like, the warning here is not to do that, not to think that, not to make choices in your life because you're afraid that this person is going to be disappointed in you, you know, in present day. Aqua, I don't know which ones of you that is going to hit, but it is kind of all over it. There is some new beginning down here, but you have to let go of this abandonment feelings and anything that's like struck you as staying away from, because I mean, I am showing the Lovers down here with the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, Justice, and the Fool. And so I feel as if, and then an Ace of Pentacles right behind it, that there's something, you feel disappointed in yourself, and some of those judgments about you feeling disappointed in yourself, okay, and the way you're feeling have to do with some shit somebody else put on you a long time ago. That's what I'm getting. All right, Aqua. If this is going to require an emotional transformation for those of you that like this reading was hitting on, it's pretty deep shit. Okay, I have 100% faith in you. You guys are one of my favorite signs. I love studying you guys. You know, for those of you, maybe you're separated, you know, if anybody travels for work or is away from their spouse or something of this sort, you know, it could just be a very trying time, especially if you're engaged in work where you know, if you're like in the military or something like that. But I feel like there's more than that here. And I feel like you're like crying for something, you know, on the inside. I don't know, you know, and it's like guilt, but the guilt is making you make decisions that you know, because you're like, I don't want to screw this or that up again. Or I don't, you know, this person or that person, what would they think of me if I did this or that? Something like this, you know, and then, you know, you know, that's the warning here, which is crazy. So let me know if that resonates with any of you guys. That was pretty detailed, and, you know, I'm not going to go too far down a hole because I don't want to take you out, you guys all, you know, whatever, but I'll be doing my check-ins. Definitely make sure you check in for that November 8th lunar reading for the full moon, because I definitely see it coming full cycle. Again, let me just take a look at this real quick for you, especially if you have any placements in the fixed signs besides Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. Expect now through that full moon on the 8th to be especially intense. But there, you know, again, I don't know if somebody's trying to influence you or what, but it is something about you following your intuition is very, very important here. Okay? Very, very important here. It looks quite amazing. You know, it really does. Let me know how it goes, okay? Let me know how it goes, okay? It ends very, very amazingly, okay? Some of you may be like more mature or going into some sort of new career or second career, like if you were in the service or something like this and then you know, you retire or you hit your 20 years or something like that. Could be for some of you guys. But it's some sort of big transition, you know, and there's some sort of, anyway, I went over it. All right, Aqua, enjoy it. I love you guys, and let me know how it goes, okay? I'll see you later.